In the wilderness, the margin between survival and failure is razor thin. You don't get second chances when you're miles away from civilization. That's why seasoned bushcraft enthusiasts, survivalists, and even military experts live by one unbreakable rule: 2 is 1, and 1 is none. Today, I'll break down why this principle is the cornerstone of preparedness and how it can save your life. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see your gear and your approach to the outdoors in a whole new light. Stay with me because I'm also going to reveal the ultimate gear checklist that you'll find linked in the comments below. Let's dive in. Why trust the rule? First, let's understand the philosophy behind 2 is 1 and 1 is none. This rule is rooted in the idea of redundancy. Out here, tools break, gear gets lost, and the unexpected becomes your reality. A single failure, whether it's your fire starter, water filter, or knife, can spiral into a survival situation faster than you'd think. Having a backup isn't just smart, it's essential. It's not paranoia, it's preparation. Consider how quickly situations can go wrong. Imagine you're out there, miles from any help, and your primary tool fails. Whether it's a knife that snaps, a lighter that runs out of fuel, or your map getting wet and unreadable, the moment that happens, you are left with nothing but the reality that you didn't plan for failure. That's why 2 is 1, and 1 is none applies not only to gear but to your mindset. If you only carry one of anything essential, you're putting yourself at risk. It's not just about what-if scenarios, it's about facing the inevitable failures that come with the environment. For instance, take fire starters. I always carry at least 3 methods: a ferro rod, waterproof matches, and a lighter. Because if one fails, and trust me, it happens, I have options. The same goes for knives. A sturdy fixed-blade knife is my go-to, but I also keep a compact folding knife for lighter tasks. It's not about overpacking, it's about packing right. Let me share a story. A few years back, I was on a solo camping trip in the Rockies. Midway through processing wood for a fire, my main knife snapped. Now, imagine if that had been my only blade. I had a backup folding knife, and it saved the day. This isn't just a rare occurrence. Tools fail when you least expect them to. That's why redundancy is your best friend. Another example comes from a hike I did in the Pacific Northwest. I had a well-regarded, compact water filter with me, but I didn't realize the filter had become clogged with debris from earlier in the trip. The water flow was reduced to a trickle, and I had no reliable way to get enough water for the rest of my journey. Fortunately, I had brought along a set of water purification tablets as my backup. That small decision to bring a backup filter method likely kept me from dehydrating in a remote wilderness area. These aren't isolated incidents. Tools break down, and the environment doesn't care whether you're prepared or not. In these moments, redundancy is more than just a good idea. It's the lifeline between comfort and crisis. Essential items where the rule applies. So, what items should you double up on? Here's my top list. Knives, a fixed blade and a folding knife. Fire starters, ferro rod, matches, lighter. Water filtration, a portable filter and purification tablets. Shelter, a tarp and an emergency bivvy. Navigation, a compass and a GPS device. Each of these items serves a critical purpose, and redundancy ensures you're never left without a lifeline. Let's dive deeper into each category. Knives. A good, sharp blade is essential in almost every survival scenario. However, carrying a single knife is risky. A fixed blade is often considered the best for reliability, but carrying a smaller folding knife provides flexibility and reduces weight for simpler tasks. This combination allows you to be prepared for a wide range of scenarios. Fire starters. Fire is life in survival situations. It can be used to signal for help, purify water, cook food, and keep you warm. But what if your primary fire starter fails? The answer is redundancy. Whether you prefer waterproof matches, a reliable lighter, or a ferro rod, carrying backups ensures that no matter what happens, you'll be able to start a fire. Water filtration. In many wilderness areas, water sources can appear clean, but they are often contaminated with bacteria and parasites. A high-quality water filter can save your life, but what if it gets clogged or breaks? Having a portable filter and purification tablets ensures that you have 2 ways to safely access drinking water. Shelter. When things go wrong, a proper shelter can be a lifesaver. A tent is a great option, but a tarp or bivy bag can often be more versatile, lighter, and easier to set up in an emergency. These two shelter types combined ensure that you can handle unexpected weather or accidents. Navigation. A compass is lightweight and simple but prone to errors in challenging conditions, e.g., strong magnetic fields. A GPS device, though more advanced, can run out of battery or break. Having both tools means you can switch between them when one fails. How to apply the rule. Applying this rule doesn't mean overloading your pack. It's about smart choices. For instance, a multi-tool can back up your main knife, and a lightweight tarp can supplement a heavier tent. Always ask yourself, if this fails, what's my alternative? That mindset is what separates those who thrive from those who struggle. In fact, the key is balance. You don't need to double up on everything. Instead, focus on the core survival essentials. For example, your first aid kit might not need a backup, but your fire starter and water filtration system definitely do. Redundancy doesn't stop at gear. It's also about skills. Learn multiple ways to start a fire, with a ferro rod, with a bow drill, and even with a magnifying glass. Knowledge is the ultimate backup plan. Another example, multi-use items. A metal canteen can carry water and boil it. Your belt can double as a tourniquet in emergencies. Look for tools and materials that can serve dual purposes. This approach maximizes utility while keeping your pack light. A simple bandana, for example, can be used for cleaning, as a sling for injuries, or even to carry items in a pinch. The psychological aspect of preparedness. Being prepared isn't just physical, it's mental. Knowing you have backups for your critical gear gives you peace of mind. When you're calm and confident, you make better decisions under pressure. This mindset isn't just for the wilderness. It applies to every part of life. For example, think about a stressful work situation where you don't have all the information you need. If you've prepared well and have a backup plan, your confidence remains steady, and you can make decisions with clarity. This sense of control is critical for both survival situations and in everyday life. Why this rule resonates across cultures and professions. The philosophy of 2 is 1, and 1 is none isn't just a survivalist mantra. It's practiced by the military, rescue teams, and even tech professionals. From carrying spare ammo to having a backup power source for critical systems, redundancy saves lives and prevents disasters. For example, military personnel always carry extra ammunition, and pilots ensure they have a backup system for critical flight controls. The tech world follows the same principle with redundant power supplies, servers, and data backups. Whether it's in life-threatening situations or in the workplace, redundancy ensures you're always ready. Myths about redundancy. Some might think redundancy means overpacking or wasting money. That's not true. It's about intentional preparation. You don't need 3 of everything, just backups for what's essential. And with the right gear, redundancy doesn't have to be bulky or expensive. Look at it this way. Would you rather have extra weight in your pack now or risk needing a crucial tool in an emergency and not having it? One question I get a lot is, how do I prioritize what to double up on? Start with what's most critical to survival: water, shelter, fire, and tools. Another common question: what if I'm on a budget? Look for affordable, reliable gear. I've listed some great options in the link below. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on every piece of gear. Focus on key areas and invest in high-quality backups for your most important tools. Simple, affordable solutions exist for nearly every critical item you'll need. So, are you ready to trust the rule? Start with small changes. Add a backup knife to your pack. Carry an extra fire starter. And remember, it's not about carrying more, it's about carrying smart. Don't forget to check the link in the comments for my trusted gear recommendations. They've been tested in the field and won't let you down. Stay safe, stay prepared, and as always, I'll see you on the trail.
Homemade kelly kettle.
Tin can cooker.
Homemade kelly kettle.
Tin can cooker.